Hi there! Are you a beginner or someone who is interested in making wax seals? Well, in this video, I am going to show you the variety of tools that are available online, as well as some tips and tricks on getting started if you are a beginner. First is the stove. There are a variety of different shapes of stoves in different designs as well. The most common that I like to use is a wooden stove and also a metal stove. Here I want to show you a bad quality wooden stove I got for very cheap. Sometimes we just don't know what we will get. Next is the spoon. Here we have a variety of 4 different types of spoons with different types of handles. The first spoon is deeper and a little bit more narrow. The handle is made out of wood, which is light and nice to the touch. The next type of spoon is my favorite one. It is a wider spoon that is less deep with a light wooden handle. The next 2 are ones that I don't recommend, especially for beginners. This is because the handle is made out of plastic and tends to be heavier, so it keeps falling off the stove. The next one is made out of quartz, and I bought it because I thought it looks really pretty, but it is really heavy and I think it will be a little bit dangerous, especially when it's hot and has hot wax in it. So when purchasing, make sure you read the description carefully and purchase one with a wooden handle. The deeper spoon tends to be better for higher heights of stoves, and the wider, more shallow one tends to work well with the wooden stoves. However, they can both be used interchangeably. Next, I want to show you different types of stamps. Although these are not the only ones out there, here is a good variety. The first one is a 2.5 centimeter stamp and is the most common one. Next, we have a 3 centimeter stamp, and this is slightly larger but also very cute and can have more intricate designs. I want to show you this one that is made out of hard plastic. It doesn't have a very good quality. You can definitely hear the difference by the sound when I drop it. The brass is very sturdy while the plastic is a little bit light. When we stamp it, it doesn't come out very clear unless a big amount of pressure is used. Here you can see the surface is not very smooth and there are some ridges. I did experiment with this, and when a lot of pressure is applied, the result is actually not too bad. The surface comes out quite glossy and the design is pretty clear as well. However, I still don't recommend this for beginners because it can be quite frustrating when the design does not come out as expected. Also, the prices on these ones are definitely really cheap. The edges don't come out very nice, and overall it's just harder to work with. Let's continue with the different types of stamps. Here we have different designs that are not circular, and it is more concave, so it needs to use more wax. Also, I would not recommend these ones for beginners as well. Here we have cylinder wax stamps. These are mini stamps and are very heavy. I think these are fun to use and also have really cute designs. Seals made with these can be used as little decorations. Next is an important component of your wax stamp, the handle. There are different types of handles out there. Most of them are made out of wood. They come in different sizes and lengths, and I don't have a preference. You can also find plastic handles at a cheaper price, and unlike the wax stamp, these don't really interfere with the quality of your seal. So just whatever you think looks great. Next is our pouring surface. We have 3 types here. One is a silicone mat, one is a marble coaster, and last we have parchment paper. In my videos, you'll see me pour directly on my marble table as it serves just like the marble plate. You can also use different types of smooth stones, and don't worry, the wax will not damage your surface as long as it's real stone. However, for beginners, I would also recommend that you always have parchment paper on hand. If you want to cover your entire surface with parchment paper, that would be the best, as the parchment paper will catch everything and keep everything clean. Next, we have wax. There are many different shapes and sizes out there, and I usually choose just by the color or the mix. As a beginner, I probably recommend one of these kits so you can experience a different variety of colors, and the hexagon beads are the most common. And I have these designs that I made myself. These are wax beads and already have a marble coloring to them. Here we have 2 types of wax sticks for glue guns. The thicker one is for a large and the thin one is for a mini glue gun. In my next video, I will show you approximately how much wax is needed. Sometimes it depends on the shape of the wax beads or the wax gun, and also the stamp as well. I find using wax beads more therapeutic, and I would recommend it if you want to do wax sealing as a hobby. If you wanted faster results and make them in bulk, then a glue gun and a wax stick would be your choice. Next, we have different types of stir sticks. There are many different types out there, and they're more for looks. However, out of all of these, the one I would recommend to get the most is this silicone one. I personally started out using a toothpick, and I find that works just as well as all the other ones. The next item you'll need is an ice pack. You won't always need this, but when you're making a lot of these seals, the stamp gets hot very quickly, and it's nice to cool it down with some ice. Often in the winter time, this is not needed, especially if you're working on a marble table or a coaster. However, it's always nice to have it handy when you need it. Don't forget to wipe off the extra moisture with a paper towel. The last item is the candle. Here we have 2 different heights of candles. One is a normal tea light candle that I got from IKEA, and the other one is from the wax shop. Both work well, and I don't have a preference for either one. The most important is actually trimming the wick. When the wick is too long, the flame gets higher, and that will create some soot and a burnt spoon just like this. So that is basically almost all of the things that is related to wax stamping. I hope this video helps when you're shopping for supplies and looking for things to get. Now I'm going to take away items and simplify it so you can see what you really need just for the basics. Once you have all the supplies ready, in my next video, let's do a follow along tutorial where I'll really show you step by step on how to make wax seals. Thank you so much for watching, and please like and subscribe my video if you enjoyed it. If you haven't already watched my previous videos on wax sealing, then please check them out, and I hope to see you in the next video. Have a beautiful week ahead. Bye now.